Good morning, class. Welcome back after a short break of your Diwali. I hope you all are fine and pink of your health, and so your family. I hope that you all have enjoyed a beautiful festival while cracking a fire, making a rangoli, and many more. Fine. So now again, let's begin with journey of learning. Alright, so let's begin after a short break. Geography, chapter number 6, major landforms of the earth. Even you can say that relief features of the world. So let's begin. You must have seen some of the landform features as shown in the figure 6.1 below. You will notice that the surface of the earth is not the same everywhere. Even the flooring at our home is also not same. Fine. So here also the surface of the earth is not same. The earth is an infinite variety of landforms. Some parts of the lithosphere may be rugged and some flat. Means maybe not flat, maybe rugged, or at very high at some places and flat and low at the other. And this evenness is the result of pressure and forces both from beneath the surface of internal forces and from out external process. These landforms are a result of two processes. You will be amazed to know that ground you are standing on is also slowly moving. Within the earth, a continuous movement is taking place. The first or the internal process leads to the upliftment and sinking of the earth's surface at several places. So here they wanted to say that these landforms are a result of two processes. And you must be amazed to know that the ground you are standing is also moving. Not fast, but slowly. So there is also one process going on inside the earth, and that is known as an internal process. And this leads to the upliftment and sinking of the earth's surface at several places. Do you know a hill is a land surface that rises higher than the surrounding area? Generally, a steep hill with an elevation of more than 600 meters is termed as a mountain. So now you have to just write some mountain with a height of more than 8,000 meters. Let's have a closer look of this figure 6.1. Can you see mountains, plateau, tributary, lake, river? You must have seen few features of this. I am not saying you all, but you must have seen the hill, mountain, plateau, tributary. Even you can say this istama, distributed. This is a delta. Delta means what? It's a mouth of river. So this is what plain, basin, mountain range. This is all and of particular features of the landform. Let me tell you something more about it. That external, here they said about the internal process, or you can say internal forces. So external forces include what? Fine, it include water, moving ice, wind and sea waves. These forces act slowly and weigh down land features through erosion or rebuild new features on the surface of the earth through deposition. Even the alluvial plains, deltas, sand dunes and beaches are formed as a result of external forces. So these are the various which has been done to the external forces. The second or the external process is the continuous wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface. The wearing away of the earth surface is called the erosion. Means it you can say the blow away of the topsoil, or even you can say the wearing away of the earth surface is called the erosion. The surface is being lowered by the process of erosion and rebuilt by the process of deposition. These two processes are carried out by running water, ice and wind. I repeat, this is the processes which are carried out by running water, ice and wind. So broadly we can group different landforms depending on elevation and slope as mountains, plateau and plain. Here we are going to learn the uneven surface of the earth that is broadly classified into three categories. And three categories are mountains, plains and plateau. Okay. So now they say, given one activity, making of a mountain. All you require is a pile of paper. Then you have to put the paper on your table. Push the paper from both sides by your hands. The sheet will be folded and rise into a peak. You have made a mountain. In the same process, our Himalayas and the Alps were. Now let's move to the earth main categories known as a mountain. Now let us see what the mountains are. A mountain is any natural elevation of the earth's surface. The mountains may have a small summit and a broad base. It is considerably higher than the surrounding area. Some mountains are even higher than the clouds. As you go higher, the climate becomes colder. And if you want to see this beautiful view of the mountain, a recent example of ropeway. Fine. Whenever you get the time, you go to Junagadh and then you just go and enjoy the ropeway. And that is what a simple example how the mountain. You can see the natural elevation of the earth. Mountains are also the region of the earth's surface that are higher than the surrounding area. Long and continuous mountain ranges are generally referred to as a mountain chain. As we know that this group of mountain chain is also called a mountain system. All mountains have a high pointed shapes called mountain peaks. And this is formed due to erosion by frost and ice. Fine. Now let's see something more about the types of mountain. In some mountains, they are permanently frozen rivers of ice. And of course, these are called glaciers. There are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the sea. Because of harsh climate, less people live in the mountain areas. Since the slopes are steep, less land is available for farming. So here they wanted to say that it's not possible to live or any human settlement. You must have not seen that they are settled. Because why? Because the mountain has the area, or even you can say the slopes are very steep, and of course very less land for the farming. You can see here. This is a fault mountain which has a crust. This is a example of the another mountain, fold mountain. Just have a closer look of the fold mountain, beta. So now let's see. The mountains may be arranged in a line known as a range. You must have heard about the Himalayan ranges, Aravalli ranges. This is what? Fine. These are the all various ranges of the mountains. You must have visited Mount Abu. While going to the Mount Abu, there is a various range of, you can see the ranges of the mountain, and that is none other than but the Aravalli. Mountains may be arranged in a line known as a range. Many mountain systems consist of a series of parallel ranges, not only for miles or meters, or you can say kilometers, but hundreds of kilometers. The Himalayas, The Alps and the Andes are the mountain ranges of Asia, Europe, and South America, respectively. Mountains vary in their heights, of course, in their shape as well. So, here we'll learn that mountains are of three types. I repeat, mountains are of three types, or even you can say there are three types of mountains: fall mountains, block mountains, and the volcanic mountain. The Himalayan mountains and the Alps are young fold mountains. Even this has a two, fold, young fold and old mountains with rugged relief and high conical peaks. The Aravalli range in India is one of the oldest fold mountain system in the world. I told you it previously that Aravalli range in India is one of the oldest fold mountain system in the world. This is what you will find while you going towards to the Mount Abu. The range has considerably worn down due to the processes of erosion. The Appalachians in North America and the Ural Mountain in Russia have rounded features and low elevation. They are also very old fold mountain. Do you know Mauna Kea, that is in Hawaii, in the Pacific Ocean, is an undersea mountain. It is higher than Mount Everest and it's being 10,205 meters high. Let me tell you something more about the fold mountains. Fold mountains are formed due to the compression pressure from both the sides of horizontal layer of rock. Fine, this is not there in your textbook, but some additional, let me tell you. A simple fold mountains has downfalls or valley called cyclines and upfalls or ridges called anticlines. It's not there in your textbook, I repeat. Some fold mountains ranges are called young fold mountains as they were formed only 260 to 70 million years ago. For example, the Himalayas. They are very high and covered with snow and ice. There are other fold mountains called all fold mountains which were formed 200 to 300 million years ago, such as the Aravallis. And so these mountains lost their height with time because they were worn down by wind, water and ice. So this was something, an additional information of the fold mountain. Block mountains are created when large areas are broken and displaced vertically. The uplifted block mountains are termed as horst and the lower blocks are called graben. I repeat, the uplifted blocks are termed as horst and the lowered block mountain is called graben. The Rhine Valley and the Vosges Mountain in Europe are examples of such mountain systems. Locate them on the world map in the atlas and find out some more example of this landform. Again, I will tell you some additional information of block mountain. These mountains are formed due to the opposite of compression that creates falls in the crust. The land between the cracks is uplifted by internal force, generating within the earth to form a block mountain or horst. And similarly, when the area between the cracks sinks down, it forms a sunken valley and it's also called a graben. Rift Valley in India included the Narmada and Tapi valleys with the Vindhyas and the Satpura ranges standing as a block mountain respectively. My dear students, can you see this figure 6.3? Fine. This figure 6.3 you have to draw in your classwork. I repeat, this 6.3 figure you have to draw in your geography classwork. So what one has to do is, you just have to take out your geography classwork and then make a triangle, or even you can make a samosa sort of thing, fine, and then there you write term 2, right? And then the next page you write the title with the black pen as usual, what we are following. Fine. Then write date, heading of the chapter, term 2. Then you have to draw this block mountain beautifully in your classwork, and please label it. Only 2 portion you have to label, that is Horst and Graben. Okay, so please my dear students, you have to follow the instruction what ma'am is saying you to do. Alright, volcanic mountains are formed due to volcanic activity. Mountain Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mountain Fujiyama in Japan are examples of such mountains. As we know that mountains are very useful. My dear students, this paragraph is very important. I repeat, this paragraph is very important. But before we start, let me tell you something about the volcanic. As we know that in Form 5 we have already done about the volcano mountain and all. Volcanic mountains are formed by deposition of molten material, and it's called lava from beneath the crust. And how this happens? It happens due to the internal earth movement which pushes the molten material to the surface through opening or vents in the crust. The molten material gradually piles up, and when it cools layer after layer over the years to form a conical mountain. As we know that Mountain Fuji, Japan, and Mountain Kilimanjaro, that is in Tanzania in Africa, are examples of volcanic mountain. And the only active volcano in India is located on Barren Island in the Bay of Bengal. I repeat, the only active volcano in India is located on Barren Island in the Bay of Bengal. Now let's see some significance of mountains or usefulness of mountains. As we know that mountains are very useful. The mountains are storehouse of water. Many rivers have their sources in the glaciers in the mountains. Reservoirs are made and the water is harnessed for the use of people. Water from the mountain is also used for irrigation and generation of hydroelectricity. The river valleys and the terraces are ideal for cultivation of crops. Mountains have rich variety of flora and fauna. Here you must be wondering, ma'am, what do we mean flora and fauna? Flora, flower, fauna, animal. How you will remember this word? Flora, F-L. So, flower, F-L. Again, fauna, F-A, animal. So, this way you have to remember flora and fauna. Even the forests provide fuel, fodder, shelter and other products like gum, resin, etc. I know that you all are having very adventurous mind. You must be having, like, we want to visit the mountain, we want to do some activities like paragliding, river rafting, then hand gliding. This is what all the activities possible in the mountain. Mountain provide an idyllic site for tourists. They visit the mountains for their scenic beauty. Several sports like paragliding, hand gliding, river rafting and skiing are popular in the mountains. So can you name some places in the Himalayas also associated with this sports? You can see this volcanic mountain. Fine, this is what a picture. Can you name this sport? Very good, it's a skiing. Let me tell you again some other significance of mountains. As snow-covered high mountains have glaciers that melt and become sources of many major rivers which bring large quantities of fertile alluvial soil to form plain and deltas. Many of these rivers are harnessed to store water for irrigation, again for generating hydroelectricity. As we know that mountains also provide with its forest, timber and other products. Mountains also provide habitat to wildlife. They also act as climate barriers. Say for example, the Himalayas block the monsoon winds from the leaving the country and protect Indian plains from the cold winds of Central Asia. So this is what we have learned about the three major relief of the world, that is and it's again the uneven surface of the earth, that is mountain, plains and plateau. So in this module 1 we have learned about the mountains. I hope my dear students mountain is clear to you all. Fine. So in this, after listening my video, you have to subscribe my channel, my dear students, and click on bell icon as well. My dear students, you all have to draw that the mountain which I have already suggested you to draw, that is figure 6.3. That is a block mountain. It's very easy to draw. Fine. Because year on year our students are doing the same. Okay. Anyways, fine. Till that, my dear students, I hope you have understand this my module 1. It's not necessary that everyone can come to know while listening the first go. So you keep on watching the video until the concept is not clear. Till then, my dear students, stay home, stay safe. Good day class. See you in module number 2. Okay. Thank you.